What's happening, everybody? It's Carson, once again, back from the dead, as it were, with Glass House Films. Sadly, nobody is here with me. Sucks to be me, I guess. But it also could have something to do with the movie I'm reviewing and having to watch in just a few minutes. Venom. So, ooh, like a turd in the wind. Yeah, okay. For the longest time, I thought this was a fake movie. I didn't think this was actually going to happen, but then a couple of trailers came out, and then they started selling tickets, and then I bought a ticket, and I will be convinced that's a movie once the credits are going. That's about how I'm feeling about all this. I mean, I'm not particularly hating on it. It's just read the room, guys. I don't know. I don't feel like this is the right time to make a Venom movie. This isn't what's in. Maybe in like 2003 to 2008, perhaps. But now, I mean, it almost would be better served as like, it's funny, this doesn't feel like a movie that would come out now. It feels more like a Netflix original movie that would come out now. But a couple of things also kind of have me on edge about it. So when, sorry, I'm trying to like find the best way to hold this because I don't have my SD card for my other camera. Anyway, when Spider-Man was happening, Sony had the full support of Marvel behind it. Like, it was super integrated. This one's just kind of on its own, and it feels like all of those movies Fox was making, like before the Marvel stuff really kicked, or it felt like the Fox and DC movies that are like trying to catch up to Marvel, and you're just like, guys, this is not working. Nobody wants this. Also, Venom is a really weird thing, and so is all symbiotes, really. And I think it's only interesting, and I will... Spider-Man 3 had a lot of issues. Too many villains certainly was one of them, or at least not enough time dedicated to each villain. However, I feel like Venom works best when it's in conjunction with one other villain against Spider-Man. Like, I could totally buy like Venom being like, "Hey, Wilson Fisk, let's ruin Spider-Man's day," and I'm like, all right, I can dig that one. And I actually kind of liked some of the things they were doing with him in Spider-Man 3, like the way that he was, when he latched on to Eddie Brock, and then how Eddie Brock was already, or how he was getting at Spider-Man when he had the symbiote on him and everything. I thought that stuff was actually kind of cool. But again, I'm here for Tom Hardy, and I'm here because I got another movie subscription service that subsidizes a lot of the cost of doing this. So I'm hoping it's good, because that's 2 hours of my life I gotta spend watching this thing. I really hope it's good. So I'll be back in just a few. Until then, check out the trailer.
You should be extremely afraid.
Oh, and I'm back. Sorry, I just ran, it's raining if you can't tell. We'll see, like, if I can make you guys look at my beautiful face. Anyway, so yeah, that was 2 hours. God, okay. This is really weird, but I didn't really like that movie. When I don't like a movie, it's usually because there's too much bad outweighing any good that exists in the film. That is my way of saying that even though I thought this was a bad film, there were still elements that were really good. So the good, I really liked the progression of the interactions between Eddie Brock and Venom. Really liked that. Really thought it was solid. I also believe that Riz Ahmed, Tom Hardy, Michelle Williams, all of them deserve to be in a better movie. It felt like it just Pacing was probably my number one issue with this film, because I was sitting there, the first felt like forever, going, come on, when is Venom gonna do some cool shit? When is stuff gonna really amp up? Let's get to it. I didn't come here for the life program not working. There's also, I don't want to go too far into it, but there's also a relationship. So everything about this movie is completely predictable. Like, I was sitting there, I'm like, that's how this scene is gonna end. Swami says, this ends with you saying, incredible. Oh no, it's beautiful. Totally happened, BT dubs. And so, it was just like, okay, come on, this is really predictable. But there was one aspect of it where I'm like, okay, this could go one way, but you're not playing it that way. And they didn't. It's the way that the progression of the relationship between Eddie Brock and his fiancée, the way that plays out, I was actually kind of impressed by. I liked it. I don't think Ruben Fleischer is a very good director. He directed one good movie, that was Zombieland, and that wasn't because of him. That was because the writing was really phenomenal. Ever since then, Gangster Squad, 30 Minutes or Less, Venom, you can really tell if he is not backed up by an amazing script that's doing all of the lifting, he can't really produce. And this film is further indication of that issue. I also feel that, so pacing issues, boom, really big one. The other really big issue that I had is that the action was shot terribly. I mean, if y'all have ever watched my reviews of stuff, you know how hard I come down on most American action films. But even grading this on most American action films, it's still got some real awful problems. I mean, the climax of the film is like great. I'm seeing a lot of basically industrial piping and shit. And I'm watching these two symbiotes, which are naturally kind of hard for your eye to grasp around, just throw each other through there. And I'm like, okay. And during the climactic fight, there's a thing that happens that I'm like, wait, did what just happen actually happen? Like, am I reading this right? And then it shows you that it did. I'm just like, that was weird, man. But again, it's, oh, that's creepy. All the lights in this place just turned off. Anyway, oh, sorry, I just realized, I think the power kind of went out. Oh, that's crazy. Or at least flickered. Anyway, yeah, I want to see much like Justice League, I want to see these characters again in a better film with better writers, better director. I would like that. Okay, yeah. It's just really weird. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, but everything just went, and now it's coming back up. Anyway, yeah. I know that sounds like kind of a cop out when it comes to critiquing something. Oh, I wish it had been done better. Well, it's now that we have these characters established, I want to see someone else take this and run with it. I know I'm always on the Shane Black train, but it would be really interesting to see Shane Black write something that is these characters as a buddy superhero film, with Eddie having to talk to Venom all the time. That'd be really cool. Yeah, the special effects, the CG, just a complete mess. It all looked really garbled. There were elements in this film that I was like, oh, I've seen the movie this year that did that a lot better. Talking about you, Upgrade. Loved Upgrade. Watch it. You should totally watch it. It's great. I'm pretty sure we did a review on it, but it's great. I loved it. But yeah, this film, I'm just like, man, all y'all deserved a better film. So, this one, maybe just wait for it to come out on Redbox. if you get on Redbox and you just kind of like have an evening with it, like not really invest too much into it, I think you might get something out of it. But yeah, it's just, I mean, it really comes down to pacing, the special effects. I mean, some of the writing's super predictable, but damn, I mean, I guess that speaks a lot to the charisma of Tom Hardy. And I'm just like, yes, more. Yes, please. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents on Venom. Next week, holy shit! I'm so excited for the movie next week. I am pumped for it in like the weirdest of ways, but we can get to that next week. Halloween, Blumhouse's Halloween next week. Check it out. Please like this channel, subscribe. The button's right there. I don't know how this is gonna come across. It's gonna be down there. Please press the subscribe button. I really like it when you guys do that. Please press the like button. I really like it when you guys do that. But what I love most is when you comment. If you've seen this movie, I want to know what you thought. I want to have a dialogue with y'all, okay? Cool. Yeah, youtube.com/glassfilmshouse, facebook.com/glasshousefilms, and Twitter, where I'm most active, @glasshousefilms. I will see you all next week for Halloween. Until then, bye.